What are the criteria for a person to go to paradise, for a person to attain Jannah? And the answer to this question is given in Surah Al-Asr, chapter number 103, verse number 1 to 3, where Allah says, Wal Asr, Innal insana lafi khusr, illa allazina amanu, wa amilu salihati, wa tawasaw bil haqq wa tawasaw bis sabr. By the token of time, man is verily in a state of loss, except those who have faith, those who do righteous deeds, those who exhort people to truth, and those who exhort people to patience and perseverance. For a person to attain P3, he has to do P4. P3 is, first P is the pleasure of Allah. To attain the pleasure of Allah, peace in this world, and paradise in the hereafter, to attain these 3 P, you have to do 4 Ps. The first P is the purity of faith. Second P is piety, righteous deeds. Third P is propagation, inviting people to truth. And the fourth P is patience and perseverance. Invite people to patience and perseverance. For any human being to attain the pleasure of Allah and peace in this world and paradise in the hereafter, he should have Iman, that is purity of faith. He should have Amal Salihat, righteous deeds, piety. He should have Watawasaw bil Haqq. He should do Watawasaw bil Haqq, invite people to the truth, that is do propagation. And Watawasaw bis Sabr, invite people to patience and perseverance. To attain 3 Ps, you should follow the 4 Ps. And there's a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It's mentioned in Sunan Tirmidhi, volume number 4, chapter number 60, hadith number 2517. Anas ibn Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, he said that once a man, he asked the Prophet, should I tie it, that is my camel, and trust in Allah, or should I leave it, leave my camel and then trust in Allah? The Prophet said, tie it, tie your camel and then trust in Allah. That does not mean that you leave your camel and then say that I have got trust in Allah, tawakkalullah, I have got trust in Allah. You can't leave your door open and then say, you know, I have got trust in Allah, no robber will come. You have to close your door and then trust in Allah. Trust in Allah is important, but also following the guidance of Allah is important. And for success, trust in Allah is the most important. Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 160. If Allah helps you, none can overcome you. If Allah forsakes you, who is there then who can help you? So let the believers put the trust in Allah. Allah says in Surah Ankabut, chapter number 29, verse number 69, that if you strive in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will open up your pathways. Allah also says in Surah Nahl, chapter number 16, verse 43, and Surah Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 7, Fas'alu ahli zikri in kuntum la ta'lamun. If you don't know, ask the person who is knowledgeable. Ask the one who possesses the message. So for success, first is trust in Allah. Number 2 is striving, doing jihad in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 3 is ask the person who knows. Even planning is important. Even goal setting is important. And we find when we read the books of management gurus, there are various goal settings that have been given by them. But for me, the best planning, the best goal setting is Islamic. I-S-L-A-M-I-C. Your goal should be specific. It should be focused. It should not be like the traveler who wants to go nowhere. Not like the dog who's running after car without purpose. Number 3, L. L is for lucrative. It should be profitable. Number 1, it should be profitable in the hereafter, akhirah. And if possible, simultaneously, it can even be profitable in this world. But more important is the akhirah. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 201. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasnatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina azabin nar. Oh Lord, give us the good in this world and the hereafter, and save us from the torment of hellfire. So it should be lucrative, it should be profitable, number one in the hereafter, and then secondly in this world. But more important is the hereafter and then the world. Let not your profit of this world take you away from the profit of the hereafter. Fourth is A. A, it should be apt, it should be appropriate, it should be suitable. Your goal should be apt and appropriate. M is for measurable. Your goal should be measurable. And for your goal to be measurable, first it should be specific. After it is specific, it should also be measurable. For example, suppose a builder says, I want to build the tallest building in the world. The goal is specific. But to make it measurable, he does a survey. Which is the tallest building in the world? And he comes to know that Burj Al Khalifa, it is 828 meters tall. Specific. So now his goal is, he has to build a building which is more than 828 meters tall. It's specific and measurable. If it's measurable, it can be monitored. How much are you reaching? How much are you coming closer to your goal? I is for intention. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad said, it's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 1, chapter number 1, book of faith, hadith number 1. First hadith of Bukhari, innamal amalu binniyah. Your deeds will be judged on your intentions, and you will be rewarded for your intentions. Your intention should be to please Allah and His Rasul, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Your intention should not be to become famous, to become popular. If that's your intention, then your goal is not correct. If your intention is to please Allah, your Creator, and His Messenger, surely you will be rewarded in the hereafter, and inshallah, Allah will reward you even in this world. It should be consistent till the time you achieve the goal, if the goal is time-bound. If it is not time-bound, it should be consistent forever. For example, if your goal is, I want to read Quran at least once in the month of Ramadan, so then you have a target. I will read one juz every day. Then you are consistent. Every day in the month of Ramadan, you read one juz of the Quran. At the end of Ramadan, you will finish the Quran at least once. If your goal is not time-bound, maybe you want to say, I want to read the Quran daily. Then you set up a target. I will read Quran every day, half juz or maybe one juz. And then you start, the moment you achieve reading half juz or one juz a day, keep on being consistent till the end of your life. And our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it's mentioned in Sahih Muslim, volume number 1, book of Salah, chapter number 272, hadith number 1711. He said that once a person asked the Prophet, which is the best of deeds which is loved by Allah? So the Prophet said, Allah loves those deeds which are done consistently, even if they are small. It is far better than bigger deeds which are done only once. So deeds which are done consistently are far superior than deeds which are done once in a while, even if they are greater. So the goal should be Islamic. I for Islamic, S for specific, focused, L for lucrative, profitable, A for apt, appropriate, M for measurable, which can be monitored, I for intention, should be to please Allah.